Hi, welcome back to Jen's Jams. Have you ever heard of a rite of passage? Do you know what the American slash United States version of rite of passage is? I'd love to hear from you about that because in my mind, I'm not so sure that that's something that we have. I've heard people say that, in high school, getting your driver's license that's it. That's our rite of passage. Or graduation from 8th grade or 12th grade is your rite of passage. But from what I understand from other cultures, in other countries and other civilizations, a rite of passage involves some elements that are a little deeper than a license or a graduation certificate. Those are significant achievements. I don't see those as not relevant, but I don't see them as something that is consciously administered to support a young person in their journey to adulthood. For years, I've been a fan of anthropologist Margaret Mead. She's one of my favorite people on the planet, and I came to her through my mother. And I'm sure many of you have heard the quote that she has that's something along the lines of, "There's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come." And I love that because I really feel like a rite of passage is something that we're ready for in this country. I wrote a white paper on it a couple of years ago and tucked it neatly away, which I've done with a couple other ideas of mine, and the timing is getting better for my ideas. And what I love about the notion of a rite of passage, as I see it, is that every child has the right, to have a period in their life when people who are surrounding them pause them for a moment to say that you are seen and you are heard and you are loved and you are held, and all of these things will continue from this place and this time. That's very high level. That's 40,000 foot words. But when I think about some of the examples of what I've heard about as far as rites of passage go, I think about bar mitzvah and bat mitzvahs. I think about red tent ceremonies. I think about the Bushmen of the Kalahari. I think about ancient Asian civilizations. There's so many examples. Native American. There's so many examples. And in each of them, the story I make up is that at a certain age, the folk that these children are surrounded by are ready to call them up and over to say, "We believe in you. You have plenty of skills. You have a wonderful heart. You have curiosity available to you. We would love to support you as you go forward into the next phase of your life. So know that we are here for you." So I already mentioned that in another way, but as I see it, there's different components, basic components, that I believe could be available to every child. And that's some kind of small s spiritual component, something that says the world is a big place and you have a place in it. There's a physical element that can be any possible form, but something that has to do with the child owning where they are in their body, and it could be that they set up for themselves the goal to walk a mile, or they do something with their body that says to them, this is my body. And it could be anything. I mean, anything, but something that has a physical component to it. So spiritual, physical, then social, something that the student would come up with that says, I know I'm a member of this group of people, whether it's a grade that you're in school, or it's a neighborhood of friends, or it's your faith community's youth group, or some kind of scouting program, just anything that says, I know that I am in a group with other people, and the child, the student, can design some kind of statement or declaration saying, I know that I'm aware of a group of people that support me, and I want to promise to you all that I will carry you with me, that you're important to me, and that this is the beginning of more groups of people that I will be a part of, that are going to be part of my life. Very broad stroke here. The whole idea being of touching on each of these aspects of the child/student's being, and again, marking it in time and capturing it, and then saying, and from this place, we're going to go forward. So I guess the last piece would be the emotional realm. And this would also be defined by each individual child. It'd be a statement about how they feel about themselves and their place in the world. It could be as simple as, I like me as I am, and I feel excited or scared or optimistic or, thrilled to be continuing in this world that I'm in with the people that are in my life. So I really want you to just hear all of these elements as parts of stopping and taking a snapshot in time, encircling these children. And it could be a small circle of people. The student gets to pick a group of people that they want to have witness them in these different characterizations in the spiritual, social, emotional, and physical, and mark it in time with some kind of, it doesn't have to be ritual or ceremonial in the very formal sense of the word, but it does need to be an event that's captured. And it doesn't have to have photographs or movies or Instagram or posting or any of those things, but that there is a capturing of this. And then at the end of the student presenting these thoughts and feelings that they have in this group of witnesses, that they are recognized and loved upon and freed, if you will, to carry on from that place. So it's sort of like going over a bridge, but we see you We hear you, we love you, and we will go with you as you go forward from this place. So some sort of ending kind of, be well, be strong, namaste, that kind of thing. And I just think that if every child had this, it's not 15 moments of fame because that's so ego, but this snapshot moment in time when they are acknowledged and affirmed, that it would be a powerful, powerful moment to remind them of what's possible in the world. If at no other time in their experience when they're going through adolescence, if they had a rite of passage, it could alter the face of the planet and the human condition. Thanks.